Welcome to another edition of First Person, sponsored again by the Crystal Room in Troy. Events perfected their motto off I-75 and Route 55. See them for your next event, large or small. You'll like the amenities, the staff, the convenience, but most of all, their convenient location in the middle of Troy or in the middle of Miami County, right off the Kroger Plaza there on West Market Street in Troy. Call Jessica Brown at 552-7680 or check them out on the internet with the link that you find here on Press Pros Magazine. The Crystal Room in Troy sponsors of First Person. Notwithstanding the fact that there's snow on the ground here in late February, we are on the verge, the threshold of the college baseball season opening this week, and guest on my right is the head baseball coach of the Dayton Flyers, and that's Tony Vittorio. Man, it's February, it's baseball season already, and your spring trip comes up this week, first weekend.
Absolutely. We're obviously real excited. I've been doing this 25 years plus, and opening day and getting on the road, it seems like there's always snow on the ground when we leave from the Midwest. But I got to be honest, I was impressed your introduction. I mean, the memorization of
no notes.
Yeah,
I've done a few of these.
That was awesome.
I've done a few of those.
Really impressed with your preparation there, and that's what we're trying to do going into the season.
That's exactly what you're trying to do, and you're in a situation, the Reds pitchers and catchers report this weekend, and your situation is not too much different from that of Brian Price. You're figuring out how to hit better than 248 this year, which is what you had. Offense was scoring runs was a struggle for you last year, and of course you want to improve on an 18-36 record.
Right. Obviously, we don't want to bring up the past, but the past is part of something that we had to work on. We had some things to fix, and I feel like we did fix them, particularly the left side of the infield and more depth on the mound.
I do want to talk a little bit about the fact of the culture of college baseball. You played, you coach, I played eons ago, and it's something that we feature prominently on Press Pros Magazine because for the person who loves to see baseball, even if you want to consider the fact of tomorrow's stars playing today at this level, it's a great value, it's very competitive, and I think it's maybe the purest form of baseball that you could see today.
No, without a doubt. I think everything's left out on the field with the guys. You know, it's you play hard, you play to win, you actually sprint from home to first base and you know, run out fly balls and those type of things that sometimes maybe the big leagues they're missing that because they play so many games or they're pacing themselves. And at this level you really don't pace yourself. You go at it every single day as hard as you can. And yeah, if you haven't been out to a game, I invite everybody to come out to a college baseball game, because especially a Dayton Flyer game, because it's a lot of fun, a lot of action.
You got a beautiful facility here at Time Warner Field, and you crowd 54, 55, 56 games into what amounts to about a 2.5-month season, starting here with your 2 trips to Florida or South Carolina back-to-back. But the real challenge, and I don't know if people appreciate this enough, we talk about it with Greg Beals, we talk about it with Ty Neal down at Cincinnati, is trying to play cold weather baseball, trying to attract kids, trying to recruit kids. And I think everybody understands the difference between playing in the Big Ten, the A-10, the SEC. It's pretty obvious. It's climate.
Yeah, without a doubt. We have had kids across the country come and play it. Obviously, we don't invite them in the winter time to make their visits and those type of things. But we always tell them it takes real men to play baseball in the Midwest here. So yeah, it's tough, but we don't know any different. I mean, that's what I've done since for 25 plus years, and it's just what we do. You know, we figure out how to prepare with limited time, space, facilities, and like I said, I don't know any different, and right now our guys don't know any different. So it is what it is, and we make the best of it.
And yet, Tony, you've got the talent that have come out of here and gone to the big leagues. You've got Jerry Blevins with the Mets. You've got Craig Stammen, who just signed a contract with the Indians organization, and Mike Hauschild, who was drafted by the Astros here 3 years ago, and he's made a rapid rise through their organization.
Yeah, we're obviously proud of those guys. The thing about all those guys, they know where they came from. They're very humbled. They give back to the program, but they worked hard to be where they're at. They actually, when they walked in our program, they looked like, walked like, talked like, smelled like a baseball player. I think the main thing is, though, they worked like a baseball player.
I want to talk about the fact of baseball players because, again, we spend a lot of time at Press Pros profiling college baseball in the state of Ohio, and there's a good reason, because I've always said there's more opportunity than people realize for the kid who gives up on baseball when he graduates high school, there are so many opportunities at Division I, II, III, NAIA, wherever it is. If you want to play baseball and you've got a couple of the 5 skills and in your heart to play, you can come and play.
Absolutely. I always, in kind of a sarcastic way, make fun of the 5'10" guys that want to play football and want to play basketball, and they give up baseball to excel at the next level in those games. But God bless them. I mean, we want everybody to play everything and compete and be in the trenches. But yeah, in baseball, there's a place for people.
And your program here is not unlike a lot of other programs. This is an open audition. I mean, year after year after year, you've got opportunities for kids to come in here and make a difference.
Yeah, and I think that's throughout college baseball, but you're dealing with, by NCAA rules, a 35-man roster, so that's a lot of, usually we're the second largest team on campus behind football, and that's across the country, so there are a lot of opportunities for guys to play baseball, and so, yeah, it's the opportunities are outstanding.
Press Pros Magazine is traveling with Dayton this weekend. The Flyers go to Spartanburg, South Carolina this week. We'll be there. Hal McCoy and myself will be along with you guys to chronicle your 3-game series there with a couple pretty good baseball teams. Stony Brook was in the College World Series, I think, 2 years ago. You got University of South Carolina, one of their satellite campuses, there on Saturday, and you wrap up the weekend with the Kentucky Wildcats.
Yeah, interesting weekend. I mean, we schedule that, and we don't know who we're going to play because they bring 5, 6, maybe 7 teams down when you first schedule it. But that's who happened to be on our schedule this year. And I was looking through Collegiate Baseball Magazine last night, and Stony Brook's preseason ranked 26th in the country, and Kentucky's ranked 28th in the country, and great facility there at Upstate that we'll get to play on too as well. So we're excited about the challenge.
We talked about in the open about the fact that as a team last year you didn't pitch as well as you wanted to. It was about a 5.5 team earn-run average. You hit beneath 250. What would it mean for you to go down there this weekend and not only play well but come home with 1 or 2 wins against that type of competition?
Well, obviously you're there to win every single game, but I think the key is pre-conference schedule is to prepare for the conference schedule. So there's still a lot of competition that's going on within our program as far as a couple positions, and that's what I'm most excited about is the daily grind and people competing and seeing where we're at after this weekend going into next weekend.
Tony Vittorio, the head baseball coach here at the University of Dayton. That all starts this weekend as the college baseball season kicks off across the United States, and we will be here throughout the year. Hal, myself, and a legion of others following the Flyers. The Ohio State Buckeyes will see lots of college baseball during the weekends, and of course high school baseball during the week. That wraps up this week's edition. Coach, we wish you luck this week.
Thank you. And you think that Hal is ready for an 8-hour minor league bus trip here?
I don't know if we need to break him in on what's lays out there, but we got 8 hours to get him ready.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll get it done. That wraps up this week's edition of First Person Again, sponsored by the Crystal Room in Troy. Call them at 552-7680 to schedule your next event. Events perfected at the Crystal Room. That's Jessica Brown on West Market Street in Troy. Until next time, for the sponsors and Coach Vittorio, thanks for your support of area sports here on PressProsMagazine.com. We'll see you then with another edition of First Person.